Welcome to the He's Got Issues Marvel Comics Edition number 110.1. I'm John Cooney here to preview new Marvel Comics being released March 5th, 2014, beginning alphabetically with Avengers A.I. number 10. S.H.I.E.L.D. Priority Alert, Monica Chang and her robot hunting partner Jocasta have been ordered to confiscate and or eliminate unregistered artificial intelligences on site. Unauthorized entry, Hank Pym, Vision, and the Uncanny Avengers have been spotted in the Diamond. All citizens are advised to be cautious of this rebel element. Warning, all hail Demetrius or else. Next we have Captain America number 18. Will Dr. Mindbubble shatter Captain America's already fragile psyche? The Iron Nail rises. S.H.I.E.L.D's greatest secrets revealed to the world's most dangerous man. We've also got Iron Man number 22. Iron Metropolitan conclusion. Mandarin City is aflame. Troy is in ruins. Who comes to help Tony Stark in his hour of need? Will Tony make the ultimate sacrifice to save the city? And who is hunting the ring bearers? Next we have Loki, Agent of Asgard number 2, Loki versus Lorelei. It's the battle of the Asgardian younger siblings from the casinos of Monte Carlo to a speed date in New York. Loki goes speed dating. We should have mentioned that earlier, really. We've also got Magneto number 1, one of the deadliest, most feared mutant masterminds on the planet. Magneto is no longer the man he once was. After falling in with Cyclops and the X-Men, Eric Lensher became just one more pawn in another man's war. But now, determined to fight the war for mutant-kind survival on his own terms, Magneto sets out to regain what he's lost, and show the world exactly why it should tremble at the sound of his name. Magneto will safeguard the future of the mutant race by hunting down each and every threat that would see his kind extinguished, and bloody his hands that they may never be a threat again. Next we have Moon Knight number 1. Mark Spector is Moon Knight. Or is he? It's hard to tell these days, especially when New York's wildest vigilante protects the streets with two-fisted justice and 3, that's right, count 'em, 3 different personalities. But even with the mystical force of Khonshu fueling his crusade, how does the Knight's greatest detective save a city that's as twisted as he is? The road to victory is going to hurt a lot. Marvel's most mind-bending adventure begins now as Moon Knight sleuths his way to the rotten core of New York's most bizarre mysteries. We've also got New Warriors number 2. The evolutionaries are on the warpath. If it's not human, it dies. What does the High Evolutionary want with Nova? All across the world, the New Warriors come together. See, Sun Girl and Hayachi deal with Morlocks. Witness, Justice and Speedball fight to save magic. Cringe as Scarlet Spider refuses to play well with others. Next we have Night of the Living Deadpool number 404. Deadpool's battle with the ambulatory dead comes to a close. This is going to be a dark series, my friends. Dark. We've also got Nova number 14. It's a bad time to be a Nova. David Baldian of Scarlet Spider joins Jerry Dugan for an interstellar adventure with Beta Ray Bill begins with a bang and a massive robotic battle. It's cleanup time as Sam and Bill ride through the cosmos attempting to right the wrongs that Sam caused. Next we have Punisher number 3. Frank discovers the Dos Souls gang's newest weapon. Bad news for Frank, the Punisher dukes it out with one of Marvel U's big bads. A daring raid on the Dos Souls compound goes absolutely not according to plan. We've also got She-Hulk number 2. Jennifer opens her own practice, but things aren't going as smoothly as she'd like. A new client rides into town, but is he a hero or villain? Guest starring Patsy Walker, Hellcat. Next we have Uncanny X-Men number 18. Cyclops finds himself in serious trouble. Who's got Scott Summers at gunpoint? And we have Wolverine and the X-Men number 1. Welcome to the Jean Grey School of Higher Learning, the all-new Marvel Now smash hit series schools with Jason Latour and Mohamed Assur leading the charge with drama, action, and homework. World-famous X-Men Wolverine, Storm, and a star-studded faculty must educate the next generation all-powerful but inexperienced mutants. But with their own lives steeped in deadly enemies and personal crises, how will the X-Men guide and educate, let alone defend, the school? At the Jean Grey School, you never know who will enroll. Out in trades this week, we've got Avengers Falcon trade paperback. The Falcon is soaring into animation and film. Now learn his secret origin in this comprehensive collection of his formative adventures. Witness all the action as Sam Wilson, along with his trained Falcon Redwing, battles to save his fellow Harlem from slumlords, evades a malfunctioning Sentinel, and takes on the megawatt menace Electro. Plus, the Falcon teams with Captain America to defeat the Red Skull, and soon becomes Cap's costume partner in crime fighting. But though villains like Mortimer Freebish and the Silencer are relatively walks in the park for the high-flying hero, will the Falcon's own traumatic past be his deadliest foe? Collecting Falcon number 1 through 4 Marvel Premiere number 49, Captain America 117 through 119, and material from Captain America 220 and 276 to 278. Next we have Captain America, The Death of Captain America prose novel hardcover. Steve Rogers is dead. Long live Captain America. He was a hero to millions, an inspiration to America's armed services, and the representative of his nation's greatest ideals. He lived for his country, and now he's given his last final measure for the nation he loved, shot down in cold blood. In the aftermath of his death, Cap's longtime partner, the Falcon, makes revenge his first order of business. Sharon Carter finds herself spiraling out of control, a captive of the Red Skull's minions. And Bucky Barnes, aka the Winter Soldier, must reconcile his own sordid past with the calling to become the new Captain America. Experience Marvel's blockbuster shakeup of the Captain America mythos like never before in this new adaptation. We've also got Muppets Omnibus hardcover. It's time to play the music. It's time to light the lights. It's time to turn the pages on this omnibus tonight. The Muppets take Marvel in this zany collection of Roger Langridge's award-winning gag-filled adventures of Kermit and the Gang. From Bunsen and Beaker to Pigs in Space. All your favorites are here in a volume as hilarious as it is compendious. One even Statler and Waldorf wouldn't hate. It's time to get things started with the most sensational, inspirational, celebrational, Muppetational book of all. Collecting The Muppet Show number 1 through 4, The Muppet Show comic book, The Treasures of Peg Leg Wilson 1 through 4, The Muppet Show comic book 0 through 11, and The Muppets 1 through 4. Next we have Nova Volume 2 Rookie Season Trade Paperback. Now that we've learned the Nova's origin, there's only one thing standing between Sam Alexander and being an Avenger. He needs to ask his mom. Zeb Wells and Paco Medina continue the story of Marvel's newest, least experienced hero as he takes on the superior Spider-Man and encounters the madness of infinity. But can Nova handle his first taste of the power of a mad cosmic god? Sam may be well out of his depth, but he's about to get backup from some of the original Nova's allies. That's right, members of the fan-favorite New Warriors. Will Sam help them put their team back together? Big changes are on the horizon for Sam Alexander, and for the newest Nova, the horizon is only an instant away. Collecting Nova number 6 through 9 and material from number 10. We've also got Oz, the Emerald City of Oz hardcover. The Eisner Award-winning team of Eric Shanower and Scotty Young brings you the best Oz series yet. Uncle Henry, Aunt Em, and Dorothy must leave their Kansas home, but where can they go? To Oz, of course. Dorothy and the Wizard take Em and Henry on the grand tour, but will anyone in Oz be left alive after the gnomes attack, allied with the disagreeable gollywogs and the evil shape-shifting phanphasms? Ozma discovers the gnome army's impending invasion, but too late, and she, Dorothy, the Tin Woodsman, and the rest of the friends can only watch helplessly as the Gnome King's hordes pour into the Emerald City. But the Scarecrow has a plan to save the day, and Glinda the Good has another. Can they rescue the Land of Oz from destruction? Collecting Emerald City of Oz number 1 through 5. Next we have Uncanny X-Force by Rick Remender Omnibus hardcover. Rick Remender puts the Uncanny into X-Force in an epic, critically acclaimed run. Psylocke, Archangel, Deadpool, and Phantom X sign up for Wolverine's secret squad of assassins, but their first mission, to find and deal with the reborn Apocalypse, casts a long shadow. As the members of X-Force struggle to come to terms with their actions, one among them unravels in what could only be called the Dark Angel Saga. Startlingly familiar Deathlocks, a return to the Age of Apocalypse, a warring otherworld, and the all-new, all-deadly Brotherhood of Evil Mutants await in Remender's extraordinary exploration of the ethics of execution, featuring the stunning art of Jerome Opeña, Asad Rabik, Phil Noto, and more. Collecting Uncanny X-Force number 1 through 35, 5.1, and 19.1, and material from Wolverine Road to Hell number 1. We've also got Uncanny X-Men Volume 1 Revolution trade paperback. The true flagship X-Men series returns. In the wake of the Phoenix event, exactly what are Cyclops and his team of outlaw X-Men? Visionary revolutionaries or dangerous terrorists? Whatever the truth, Cyclops, Emma Frost, Magneto, and Magic are gathering new mutants and redefining the name Uncanny X-Men. But they face harsh challenges. Once again, robotic sentinels hunt the team and the mutants they protect. But who's doing the hunting? And there's a mole on Cyclops' squad. Who is it? A weakened Magneto must prove he's still the master of magnetism, as Magic wonders why she's the only member of the Phoenix Five to emerge unscathed. Plus, learn what it's like to be a student at Cyclops' new school. Blockbuster creators Brian Michael Bendis and Chris Bacalo revamped the entire X-Men concept, collecting Uncanny X-Men number 1 through 5. And we've got X-Men Days of Future Past hardcover. For years, the X-Men have fought to avert a nightmarish future in which robotic sentinels herd mutants into camps or kill them on sight. But no matter what they do, that future seems to loom ever closer. Now the classic tales featuring this dystopian alternative timeline are collected in one oversized volume. Kate Pryde journeys desperately through time to prevent Senator Kelly's assassination. Franklin Richard flees to the present, pursued by the Houndmaster Ahab, and Excalibur ventures into the future in a last-ditch attempt to defeat the Sentinels, plus prequels starring Wolverine and the Hulk. The future is now. Collecting X-Men number 141, Uncanny X-Men number 142, X-Men Annual number 14, Excalibur 52 and 66 and 67, and Wolverine Days of Future Past 1 through 3, and material from Fantastic Four Annual 23, New Mutants Annual number 6, X-Factor Annual number 5, and Hulk Broken Worlds number 2. Okay, so that's it for Marvel this week, but there's still plenty of other books out as well, so be sure to check out my YouTube channel at he'sgotissues.com to see both the DC and Indies videos for this week, as well as my featured video with the usual roundup of all my favorites for the week, with a little more depth and insight than you get here. And if you like these videos, be sure to let me know by leaving a comment and subscribing. You can also follow He's Got Issues on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and Tumblr to see everything I'm reading as I read it. So until next week, I'm John Cooney, and I've got issues.